I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire, 'cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside.
Hello, Cordelia here, and if you are catching this on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Awesome that you were here. I don't even know if we're live right now. I hope that we are, because the whole point is that I'm supposed to be going live. So fingers crossed I'm live right now. I'll go and have a look in a minute. Hello to Eleni, who's just joined me here on Zoom. Emily was here a minute ago, but she's just jumped off, so I don't know what's happened. And if anyone else, they may come and join us. This is a brand new podcast show that I am recording live. Basically, you're welcome to come and hang out with me over on Zoom. You're welcome to watch from the live stream. January 2026, I'm going to be editing these episodes, cutting out all the fluff. The bit that I'm speaking now will be cut out. Cutting out all the fluff and turning it into a podcast episode, which will be published on all of the podcasty channel-y things. The reason why I'm doing this live is because, number one, it holds me accountable to doing it in the first place. Number two, it's like high leverage to do stuff live. It's really good. I can repurpose it. I can use it in lots of different ways. I'm going to get some real feedback and real data on which episodes are performing well, which ones are getting interest, which ones aren't. And all that kind of stuff. And also, I just really love building communities. My aim with this is that I'm going to bring guys together who want to learn marketing and learn it in a human-focused way. We're going to hang out on Zoom. You guys are going to ask me questions when you have them, either on the social media chat, commenty things, or here on Zoom. We're going to bring some guests on. And also, after every episode, I'm creating resources for you, because my promise is that every episode I'm going to give you a tangible strategy that you can implement, that you can actually take away and do. And obviously don't do everything, cherry pick. You don't do everything. You'll be doing rats, which is what I call random action taking, where you're just doing loads and loads of things. But my aim is to basically share with you all of my marketing knowledge. I have spent over £100,000 on my own marketing education, so I know a few things. I've also been in business since 2017. I've been successfully running Rebellious Business since 2020. I've launched umpteen flipping programs. I've had multiple memberships. I've done loads of communities. We did £500,000 off of less than 2,000 leads. And I've got a few things that I can share with you. And my aim is to take away the gatekeeping that normally happens, and just create a forum where we're talking about stuff that works in a public space. So after every episode, I am creating resources for you that are going to help you to implement. It might be a cheat sheet. It could be a swipe file. It might be a step-by-step process or a checklist. Depends what the strategy is and what I feel you need. But basically, you're going to have that available as well. That is going to be inside a brand new community that we've launched called Name Pending. It's actually called Name Pending. I want us to, do you have this thought? I want us to name it together. Like if you're in this with me and you're here from the beginning and you think of a name, please let me know what you think it should be called. At the moment, it's called Name Pending. But every week we're going to go up in the world. This week we're a step ahead from last week because last week's audio was shit. And this week I've got a microphone. Woohoo! So, you know, incremental improvements every week is what we're after. But yeah, so Name Pending is a community that you can join me on. I'm going to find it 1 second. I did call it the connection method. And then I changed my mind. I was like, no, I'm not going to give it a name. That isn't right. And then change it later. I'm going to name it later. So yeah, so come and join me in Name Pending. It'd be great to have you with us. Eleni, good to see you. How are you doing? You doing good?
All good.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
You're in Name Pending, aren't you? How did you find? Did you look at last week's resource?
I loved last week's. It was so easy to go through it.
Nice.
And you just make everything much more easier to understand. And I love the name Pending, by the way.
It might stay. We might call it that.
Cheeky, I like it.
I said to Caroline last night, I was like, I've got it. It should be called Naked Marketing. And then I was like, no, that's dreadful. What the hell? You know, I said, now I've said that out loud. That is ridiculous. I should never speak again. Naked Marketing. I would attract the wrong people. We'd have like the Bonnie Blue fan club rocking up.
Well, you could attract all the OnlyFans. You never know. Start a new trend.
Yeah. It's not the people I'm trying to attract. So yeah, no, we're not going to call it naked marketing. Although it basically means stripping back the bullshit was my aim with that, you know, making it strip back. But yeah, so never mind. That is not something that's going to be called. But yeah, so that's what this is. That's what we're doing. Today, we're talking about turning your Facebook account, your Facebook profile, your Facebook ecosystem. Facebook's an ecosystem. Let me know in the comments if you're watching on the live stream or if you're here on the replay. Pond the replay makes me think of Rihanna every time I say, are you on the replay? I'm like, Pond the replay. Let me know in the comments. Are you marketing on Facebook? Because if you're not and you have no interest in it, if you're like, no, I'm a TikToker, I don't even know how you found me, to be honest. Facebook is my main place. I love Facebook. I've recently been given permission to love Facebook as well by I watched a webinar recently, and there was this woman who was absolutely smashed it on Facebook. She gave me some tips. I'm going to tell you what they were today because I've been using them and they've been working. But also she just gave me permission to use Facebook in the sense that she's smashed it on Facebook, and I really like it as a platform. Our community is here. We have a great audience here. I've been building an audience on Facebook for a long time. So if you are using Facebook and you want to get more out of it, then I'm going to be showing you how to turn it into a funnel. One thing to explain is that Facebook is an ecosystem. So what I mean by that is there are lots of different areas on Facebook that you want to be taking advantage of. And I see time and time again, people getting this wrong in terms of how they're utilizing that ecosystem. I'm just going to check one thing. Bear with me. Yeah, it's fine. They're utilizing that ecosystem by going, I'm going to have a business page with my business on it. And my personal profile is where I put my cat photos and my kids' photos and what I had for dinner. And I keep in touch with all my friends and family across the world. And then I've got a Facebook group and I'm in other people's Facebook groups and blah, blah, blah. Now, it used to be the case that your Facebook personal profile, Facebook wanted you to keep that personal, and that you would actually get a bit of a wrist slap and a potential shutting down if you were being too businessy on your personal profile, because they wanted to keep the business stuff on business pages. And that was the bugbear, because business pages don't get as good a reach as personal profiles. Like they lure you in with a bit of reach. They give you a carrot and they go, oh, here's a load of reach. And then you go, oh, this is great. And you start to lap it up and then it just tails off. And then you're like, oh, fuck, no one's looking at anything. And they go, oh, well, you need to boost now. You need to put money behind things. You need to run some ads. And then you start running the ads. if you are savvy enough to figure out how to do that, or you've got enough cash reserves to be able to plow into that. And that is great to build following on a business page, regardless of how difficult that, reach has been to gain, because you can cookie people. And that means when you come to run the ads, you've already got an audience that you can pay Facebook, go show these people, these cookied people, all the people that visited my business page in the last year, show these ads to these people. And that's brilliant, because when it means when you start running ads, you're not starting with a cold audience. It's not the case anymore. Facebook have launched this thing called professional profile. Oh shit. I don't know if it's called professional. It's called professional dashboard. I don't know if it's called professional profile, but basically you can turn your Facebook profile into a business account now. And that was revolutionary for me, because I was like, oh my God, I have this amazing resource. I've already got 3,300 followers on there. And I've already got a lot of people that are in business, that know me, that know what I'm doing. And I can work on that as an audience, as well as the business page, because now those people, you can cookie them, you can set up ads, and you can basically build on that page. So that's really nice. Now, the reason why I share that is because what I'm going to say today, I've shared this so many times inside our programs and on previous training sessions. In terms of the Facebook ecosystem, I'm always saying to people, use your Facebook profile. It is so important, because even though it's not part of the business side of Facebook, and everyone's worried, well, if I use my profile to do business stuff, I might get shut down or slapped wrist, or I might get shadow banned or something. But actually now you can turn your profile into a professional account, which is great. But also you are interacting on Facebook as your profile most of the time. Now, of course, you can toggle between profile and business page. If you have a business page set up, sometimes you're interacting as your business page, and sometimes you're interacting as your personal profile. And if you're a bit like me, sometimes you comment on things forgetting which account you're on. Like I'll reply to someone and I'm like, oh shit, that was the rebellious business account. They won't know if it's me, or they won't know if it's Caroline, or they won't know who it is because it's a friend of mine or whatever. And I need to toggle to mine and then send the comment. Now, a lot of Facebook groups don't let business pages in. Rebellious Business Network, which is our Facebook group at Rebellious Business, we do not let business pages in. Do you know why? We're a business network. Why do we let business pages in? I mean, it feels obvious. You should let business pages in because there's no flipping human name attached to the business. And I don't know who I'm talking to, because on a business page, you often have the name of your business, which often isn't your name. And so if I have a network that's full of business names, it takes away the human connecting element that I'm trying to build with the community. I'm like, oh, hey, Garage Sale 108, or hey, Go High Level Reseller 592. Like, it takes away the human element. I want to be able to see that your name is Eleni, Emily, Sarah, Susan, John, so that I can address you and it can feel more personal and we can feel like we're getting to know each other. And so we don't let business pages in. Which means if you were networking in the Rebellious Business Network, you're going to have to do that as your personal profile, because we don't let business pages in. So you have to join as your personal profile. Now, you might say something really flipping cool, like really informational, informative, that taught me something. You might put a post in there that's really interesting. And then I'm like, oh, who's this person? And I want to click on them and I want to go check out who they are. And more often than not, I click on them, I go to their personal profile, and I'm hit with a brick wall, because there is nothing about their business on their personal profile. Their privacy settings are dialed all the way up, so you can't really see anything. There's a picture of them looking great on holiday. There's a banner photo of them with their kids. And there's if I can see them, a couple of posts. There aren't any links. There's nothing. I'm just hit with the stone wall. And I've had this time and time again, when not just when I want to check someone out, but when I want to refer someone, I'm like, oh, we've got this person in the network. You need to speak to them. And I go to the network and I look that person up, and I can't send that person to their Facebook profile because there's nothing on it. There's absolutely nothing on it. And then I've got to go out of my way to contact them and say, hey, I want to send someone away. What's the best way to do that? What's the best social profile to send them to? So what I want to walk you through today is how to take your Facebook account and turn it into more of a funnel. So you're creating rabbit holes, not brick walls. I want people to click on you because of all the networking you're doing in these groups and all the great things that you're doing. I want them to go, yeah, that person looks awesome. I want to click on them. And I want you to have a compelling reason why they need to keep clicking on your profile to go check things out. And for them to also be able to click through to your lead magnet or your book a call or, you know, your live events or whatever it is that you've got going on in your business. We want to basically set up a system that shows that. By the end of this session, you will have a to-do list really of all the things you need to change on your profile that's going to have a big impact, so that when someone comes and checks you out, they can see what you do in a nutshell. They're compelled to click and go and check things out further, and you can be bringing them forward as a lead. The thing that I'm going to give you in terms of resources, I'm going to give you some templates for creating banner photo. I'm going to give you a checklist for all the things that you need to change. And I'm going to give you I've got this awesome prompt that I created and never shared with any of our clients. I actually created it for the NABA client community and never published it. This worksheet on how to basically say what you do in a nutshell, so that you can, we call it the rebel statement. Say what you do in a nutshell so that you can, you know, put that in a bio and make that really clear. I'm going to share that with you. Those things are all going to be inside our new school community called Name Pending by the end of today. So jump into Name Pending if you're not in there already. There is a link in the chat here on Facebook. I actually have no idea where else we're live streaming. I think my YouTube. If anyone's watching on my YouTube, I will be surprised. Maybe there is. I don't know. I doubt it. Because the reason why is because we've got a lot of, what? There we go. Found it. Okay, we're on YouTube as well. No one's watching. Didn't think there would be. I've got like this very, very old account that I have given no love to. Vicky's here with us on the live stream. Hello. Oh my gosh, naming things is so tricky. I drive myself insane thinking of names. I have 4 kids. Naming them was hard. I know. It's really hard. Like, Rebellious Business was such a good name. And I still now go, oh my God, that was genius. And it came to me in the shower. So yeah, these things, the naming is hard. It's true. But yeah, come join us in Name Pending if you're not in there. As I said, links in the chat, and we are going to be putting the I'm going to be putting the resources in there. So I'm going to share my screen and just essentially walk you through a couple of things. So I'm going to show you some slides first, and then we're going to head over to Facebook and look at this in real terms, because things have changed. The third thing I'm going to walk you through, by the way, is what I've been doing lately that has caused my account to blow up. I've changed tactics a little bit, and I have essentially done a couple of things that have made, I'm just trying to get the analytics up. So in the last 28 days, I've had a 2,000% increase on my views, and a 3,495% increase on my interactions. And I've just started doing one thing that I'm gonna walk you through after this as well. So hopefully you're gonna get an all-rounder Facebook boosting situation happening for you today. Okay, present full screen. Bear with me. Okay, so your Facebook profile is what we're really going to focus on here, because business pages, I see them as that you want to be building them and you want to be building them up, but they are a separate part of the ecosystem that's leaning towards a future you that's going to be running ads. And I say that really lightly now, because you can run ads off of your personal profile, because you have this professional dashboard now that cookies people and gives you the analytics that we didn't get to see before. So personal profile really does, if you're building a personal brand and you're not we're building Rebellious Business, we really do need to have that as a standalone brand, but we're also building a personal brand. I say we, because I'm building one and Caroline's building one, right? And we're building our own personal brands as well as the Rebellious brand. So it's important to have that business page, but the personal profile now is greater than it's ever been before. Previously, you could only have up to 5,000 friends. That was a ceiling. It was a really good ceiling to get you started, you know, like add as many friends as you can, and then invite all those new friends to come and like your business page as a strategy that you still can do and that works really well. But you do have a very high visibility on posts. And guys, here's the thing, we're in a really good time for this right now because Facebook are in competition with TikTok. I don't know if you've noticed, but they're really trying to adopt a lot of things that TikTok are doing. They're focusing on that their whole kind of algorithm for you page, the feed, whatever you want to call it. Your feed looks different than what it looked a year ago. You're seeing a lot of other people's stuff that aren't your Facebook friends that you've never heard of. Like, I unfollowed Lad Bible and now they're showing up in my feed because it's showing you stuff that it thinks you're going to like, and the people that you're friends with or connected with is the minimal stuff that you're seeing in terms of what you're being shown. So that is just one way in which they're trying to mirror TikTok. Another way is their monetization. They are trying to follow and mirror TikTok in their monetization, it seems, because they've recently changed their monetization system and they've improved it massively. And then on top of that, this personal profile to professional dashboard change is, again, seems to be something in terms of them trying to keep up with TikTok and mirror what they're doing over there. And so at the moment, you have a really good opportunity because they are currently pushing the personal profile. So if you get your personal profile right now and you turn it into a professional dashboard and you start doing the things that I'm going to tell you to do today, you are going to see a massive rise in the interaction with your content on Facebook because they are currently pushing that. And you know, when a new feature comes out, they push it a lot to test it and also to get people using it. Do you remember when Instagram Reels came out? People were getting mad views on Instagram Reels, like 4,000, 10,000 views in like a couple of hours. It was amazing and really exciting. And then the bubble bursts and then it kind of teeters down and then it becomes the same kind of thing as the rest of content everywhere else. Short videos on personal profiles are doing really well right now because they are this new professional dashboard and they're in competition with TikTok, and it's a new feature that they are pushing, this monetization on personal profile. So definitely take advantage of it now if Facebook is a place where you want to market. You have got great visibility compared to business pages, especially right now. And you know, this is where people are going to look you up. They're not going to look up the name of your business. They're going to look you up. Facebook is a directory of business owners. It's like the way to search for people. Like, does someone that you're going to go on a date with and you want to check out that are like not like a serial killer, you might look them up on Facebook. If you're going to work with a coach, you'll probably look them up on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. Social media has become a human search engine, and so people are going to look your name. They're going to remember your name before your business name, and they're going to remember you before they remember your logo. And so, you know, it's also in terms of SEO, it's good to be showing up in the search. A couple of things that we want to make sure we have, okay? We want an on-brand image, personal profile picture. And we want that profile picture to be the same on every single one of our social media accounts. Don't have a different one on LinkedIn and a different one on Instagram. We look so different in every photo. People, when they met me, when I used to have this as my profile picture, I don't have it anymore, but when they met me, they used to assume that I would have pink hair. Oh, hey, Cordelia, I thought you had pink hair. No, I don't. It's just because my profile picture, Katie Needle, my favorite photographer in the world, she threw pink paint at me like it was Holy Day. and I was covered in pink paint, but I don't have pink hair. That next to another picture of me would look like a completely different person to someone that doesn't know me very well. So you've got different pictures and they look completely different to people that don't know you very well. You've got leaving them to guess, is this the same Eleni on LinkedIn as I've got connected on Instagram? We want to create congruency, no question about it. Same picture everywhere, same person, easy to follow that it's someone that you're connected with somewhere else. So have the same profile picture everywhere. And you want that profile picture to stand out. And some kind of color in there. It's either on a plain background with a color streak in what you're wearing or paint in your hair, or there's some color in the background, but you just want that to pop and stand out a little bit. And have it nice zoomed in so we can see your face, like not too standing up far away, and also not multiple people in the picture. Like, I know you've got great, like, we smile so much better when we're having pictures taken with friends. Like, I get it, but I don't want people to look at your profile picture and go, now, which one is she? Is it this one or that one? Like, just have it you and make it really clear. Then you have your bio, making it really clear what your business does. And your profile needs to really clearly link to any pages that you want people to go and check out, whether that be your lead magnet, whether that be your business page. It doesn't matter what it is. It just needs to clearly link to it. So we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of this intro section to allow people to link into the things that are important to us. Okay, so a couple of strategies for using this then. Strategy number one, you've got your best performing content, or the stuff that builds authority for you. Here's a picture of me alongside Lisa Johnson, Nick James, and Ed Milet. I've been asked to speak on stage. This definitely would be something that I should put in the featured section. And you want to essentially have that stuff going onto that personal profile so that you can have it be seen in front of like all the people that you're getting much more visibility. So you want it to be seen anyway, but then you want to have that featured in the featured section so that it's one of the first bits of content that people see when they come to your page. You want to do that on LinkedIn and Instagram as well. Like create featured story circles. Can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. And on LinkedIn, you want to have featured images as well, featured posts. But another thing with this is that when people tag you, so like when Nick's team was making this post and they're tagging me in it, that there's been a speaker announced or whatever, like they are going to tag Cordelia Kate. They're not going to tag Rebellious Business. So, that is going to drive traffic to my account. Like if you do collaborations and people create a post saying, I'm going live in Cordelia's community, they're going to tag me. They're not going to tag the business page. They're going to look for Cordelia and tag me, and that's going to drive people to the profile. So just another reason to have good authority building content on that profile, and not just having it all on your page and nothing on your profile, because people are going to click on your profile and check you out. And then on your business page, you can then be inviting people to come and like that who you're friends with, and you can be building that out. But I'm not going to go in too much detail about business page on here. It's just that when you have Facebook friends, you can automatically invite them over to like that. But Facebook business pages, as I said, I don't know where I'm standing on that. Do we even need one anymore? Now we've got the professional I'm not sure. Do we? I don't know. I think if you're building out a separate brand, you do, but I don't think you need to have a duplicate page when you've got everything you could have on your profile. So yeah, my stance on this is changing. So in terms of this, though, this works on your profile. We want at a glance clarity of what it is that you do. The congruency that I've already mentioned with those profile pictures. We want a call to action that's really, really clear that people can click on to go and grab something. And we want to have your face, your name. Human connection is really important. I know that there's a huge rise in faceless accounts and faceless ways of generating money. I'm not talking to people that want to do that here. I'm talking to those that are building, brands that are very human to human. You're a coach, you're a mentor, you're someone who is going to be ultimately connecting with your client on a sales call at some point. And therefore for you, it really makes sense that you're going to be the person at the front, representing your business and your brand, because people are going to come and find you and connect with you at that point anyway. So I'm actually going to just take you into my profile on Facebook and show you that. So bear with me. If you are listening on the podcast, I'm going to talk you through everything that you're seeing. You should be able to see this on video podcasts. But of course, if you are driving, do not look at your phone. It's really dangerous. So just be careful. Okay. So this is now what my personal profile looks like. In comparison to those slides, it is different. We have a different profile picture that doesn't have the pink hair. Interestingly, Facebook it was a problem. They didn't like the picture of the pink hair. I found somewhere that they had flagged it as violating their community standards. I don't know what they thought was going on in that picture, but where I had pink paint thrown at me, but it didn't like it. So I switched that out for just a normal picture. Again, I'm wearing black, but I've got color behind me and it pops and it is attention grabbing. I knew you said attention seeking. That's kind of a different thing altogether. So the other thing to mention is a banner photo. Now, you want people to be able to see what you do at a glance. And Cordelia Kate in big letters, lead gen and community strategist in big letters. That is what I do. That is what I am. Okay. And so there's also website links and whatever there. But the point of this is I want people to see that I run a business straight away. Now, if I was someone that had family halfway around the world that I really wanted to keep in touch with, maybe I'd have 2 Facebook accounts, one for business, one for personal. I know people that do that. But I would definitely be using my personal profile for business, even if I've got a business page that I'm building up. The reason being is that you want to be using your personal profile. As I've said, people are going to find that, they're going to see that anyway, and we want to link them up. So you can still use this for both, in the sense that when you create a post, you can choose who sees this post. It can be selected to public or just friends, or friends accept certain people. So if you're not making friends with business people, and you're only making friends with friends, then you could show that only to certain friends. And so you can still be sharing pictures of the kids and things you don't want other people to see, but you want your family elsewhere to see. I know that that is important to some people, and there are just, you know, it just means managing the visibility of certain things on there. Then this banner photo, at a glance clarity of what your business does, and it's really, really clear. If I've said something great in a Facebook group, I want people to come and click on me and see what I do. If it just needs to be clear. This will hook them in to wanting to then have a look at the finer detail of what's going on down here. So the intro, what I've done in the past, which is much better than this, is, and what I should do now, actually, I should have done it ahead of this session, but never mind, I'll do it soon, is have this intro as a call to action. So instead of it just saying what it is that I do, I would say teaching you marketing strategies every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Join me live here, and have the link to the landing page where they can go and register for that live. Yeah. Or come networking with us, and put the link to the networking events inside Rebellious Business. Other things you want to have down here is you want to have other social media accounts that you want people to go to, and also your business page. So founder and managing director at Rebellious Business. This is how you link to your business page, is you do it so that like you're a job, that you've got a job. So when you go to edit it, no, not that one. When you go to edit your details, this one, you basically add a workplace, and you can search in terms of the workplace, you can search for a business page. All these business pages, all these things will come up. It should just come up. It might not, because I've already got it, but it will come up as a workplace in terms of business pages. So to link your business page, you just say that you work there. Founder and managing director at Rebellious Business. Any other details you want to put in, you can. And then you've got websites that you can link in. This here is featured content. So just underneath those links on Facebook, there are areas where you can feature bits of content that you want people to see. And that is going to just give people an indication into your best stuff. You know, like on Instagram where you can pin your top 3 posts. It's a bit like that. You can pin your top posts on your Facebook profile, just with LinkedIn as well. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you, little tip, is that when someone sends you a friend request, they automatically follow you. So you don't need to accept all these friend requests to get followers on your personal profile. You can like this 3.3k followers is mixed. It's made up of friends and people that are following me. And I realized this recently. People that are following me have sent me a friend request. So when people send you a friend request, it automatically makes them follow your account. So your call to action, if you want to grow your personal profile, and you'd at networking events or whatever, like, add me as a friend on Facebook. I saw someone do this recently. They had so many people on their Facebook account. They said, add me as a friend. And I realized by going and adding them as a friend, I'd automatically followed them. So it's just a really nice, friendly way, I think, of getting new followers on Facebook, is asking people to just add you as a friend. And then you can always go through the friends that you've got down the line and swap them out and choose who you're friends with and whatever. To be honest, like, I've got so many Facebook friends, I don't know who half of them are. Really, truly. There was one time where we were adding friends to every new person in the Rebellious Business Network. And then, you get these people that join the group and they pop in once, but then they never post and they never come to an event. And like, so I have no idea who they are because they've never shown themselves to me. I've got no clue. So I have got a lot of friends of people that I don't know who they are, but you can always go through and clean that out if you ever have time, ever one day. But yeah, so that is kind of your personal profile in terms of what you need to do. You need to make it look like you run a business. You need a banner photo that has got clearly stating what it is that you do, because this is like your business billboard. This is your big billboard, the first thing people see when they jump on your profile. If you've got a picture of a Moroccan sunset, that's really lovely and beautiful, but it doesn't tell me what it is that you do. So even if you travel, and travel is what you do, treat it like a YouTube video thumbnail, like really be clear, have it written on there in big writing. Another tip for you is you can switch out this banner photo let me choose a cover photo, and then I'll show you. I've got previous ones. So if we go to photo albums, and then we've got cover photos, there's 35 uploads here. You see that there are times when, if I zoom in on this, there are times where I will create a specific banner photo that is advertising a certain event or a certain product that we're selling or something that is happening right now. So for instance, when I was on stage with Stephen Bartlett, I put that on my banner photo because it's great for social proof. And it was also, great for me advertising tickets that we were selling. I had 2 of them. Now, how you turn that into an advert is that you select it as a photo, but then once it is your photo, you can click on edit. When you click on this to make it big, and it's made the banner photo full screen now, there's an edit button in the top right hand corner that allows you to add a description. And this is where you can put a load of copy and a call to action and a link for people to click on. And what happens is when you publish this banner photo, it gets shared into the Facebook feed as a post. It says Cordelia updated her cover photo, and it gets shared in the feed with the caption. I wonder if I can show you a previous one. There's quite a lot of. So yeah, here we go. Cordelia K updated her cover photo. Now, if I had created, let's test it. Let me click on the cover photo. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to write testing, and then we're going to go. No, we don't want to tag someone called testing. We want to finish editing. And then if I go back and we refresh the page actually, and then let's go and have a look at that post, you'll be able to see that that is now the caption with it. The caption is there, testing. Yeah. So it means that you can give a bit more context to that. And I've done that so many times when I'm advertising something that I'm doing, and I put the context there, and it just goes out as another post that's promoting something important that you're doing. But yeah, so cover photo, same picture everywhere, all over your social media accounts. In your intro, utilize that as a place to have a call to action with a link that people can click on. And then make sure that you link through to lead magnets, websites, other social media accounts, anything that you want people to click on and see, link it all in here. And then featured content. If you've got something that's really cool that you really want people to see in the future, I haven't put much effort and time into featured content, to be honest, but it's something that you can create there. So I hope that helps. One thing that I promised that I will do is I'm going to create you a do's and don'ts for your profile. I'm going to show you what a bad profile picture looks like, what a good profile picture looks like. I'm also going to create a checklist for all the things that would be good to change and add, and any little tips that I think of between now and creating that, I'll also add those in. Those are going to be inside the school community, which is called Name Pending. So come and join us in there. I'll get that dropped in today. The other thing that I wanted to show you was the professional dashboard. Now in the professional dashboard, you can see that as I said, we've got over the last 28 days, let's change that to the last 14 days even. No, let's go. Last 28 days. Okay, fine. I looked at that yesterday. Last 14 days was great. I've obviously dropped off today, and it was 14 days yesterday was better. So we can see that I've got 2,000% increase in views. I've had 25,000 views on my personal profile in the last 28 days. Now that's pretty epic considering I've only got 3,000 followers. 25,000 views. We've got 755 interactions, which has gone up 3,495%, and 12 new followers, which has gone up by 1,100%. Now, interestingly, I've also lost a few followers because since I've been doing what I've been doing, so I've been shedding a couple of people, which is fine because the truth is, what I have done is I've gone from doing not much at all, just syndicating to here and sharing things to the profile, to focusing on it. And the way that I've focused on it is I've come to this professional dashboard and I've clicked on weekly progress and I have just followed the steps of what it wants me to do. Every week, Facebook gives you a checklist of things to do. Get 500 views on your content, done. Get 300 interactions on your posts. So I've got to create posts that are going to get interactions. They could be stories, they could be questions. They need to be something that is going to get people to interact with it. Create 5 new posts. Okay, cool. Get 10 new followers. I've got 5 out of 10 already this week. And we're on Tuesday. Woohoo! Post a story every day. It wants me to do 7 stories. I've done 2. Create 5 new public reels. Now, interestingly, I've been doing that for 2 weeks. I've seen a huge increase on the metrics of my page. And then on top of that, so I've just seen Mark Lyons has commented how I first came across Cordelia on 6-figure marketing on stage in the USA. Love that. That was such a long time ago. So then we have they have just given me this emerging talent badge. Now I normally ignore these little badges. I'm like, yeah, okay, great, cool, thank you. Just trying to reel me in with a little dopamine hit and whatever. But actually paying attention to what Facebook are recommending I do, and also telling me that they are now, where does it say? Your profile may now be suggested to people as a creator that they should follow, right? That is the perks of having this badge. How long does it last? It lasts for 7 days and they may take it away and I may have to earn it back again. But I'm basically getting boosted by Facebook. And I think that's why, like, since yesterday, I haven't gone out to seek those new followers. I've just got 5 new followers without really doing much. Facebook is recommending my profile and giving me a little bit of a boost. So my recommendation to you is switch to professional so that you can see analytics. Because if you can see analytics, you can see what posts are getting the most engagement. Sadly, the post that has got the most engagement, I say sadly because it's just the wrong kind of content, is this of me skydiving. 6,800 views. It's not me, it's AI. I was messing around with Google's new 3.1 VO. But yeah, you can see that's had 6,800 views, which is why I've had such a boost because of that post there. But you know, you want to sort of like double down on it. I thought, well, okay, so the AI stuff is doing well. I'll try. I made it's a really stupid post. I was messing around last night. I made a stupid post of a Facebook profile hanging around in the corner eating Whatsits, and that is this one here. Funny story, actually. I'll turn the sound off. I scared the living daylights out of my daughter last night. She apparently went up to my room thinking I was in bed going, there's someone eating, crunching downstairs. It really freaked her out. And then she found me downstairs making this really weird AI video that quite frankly has tanked, and so it should. What a weird little video that is. But the reason why I made it is because I thought, well, you know, if Facebook are pushing reels right now on professional dashboard, and this little AI generated reel did well, let's test another AI generated reel and see if it gets an okay reach. To be honest, it's very weird one, I'll have to give it a few more tests because it's not a very good example. But if you're generating, God, I do a good thumbnail. Look at this. If you're if you're generating images, like there is an image that I generated on Gemini the other day, this one, I could easily get Gemini to turn that into a video, and maybe we'll do a session actually on here. Eleni, seeing as you're the only person I can see nodding, and but those of you that are here on the replay, ponder replay, put a yes in the comments if you want this. I can show you how I'm creating images on Gemini and then how to animate them really easily and turn it into a video. Because what we could do is we could get this image turned into a reel, because Facebook are pushing those on professional accounts right now, where the clouds are just moving. And it's the same thing, but you've just turned it into a reel, which will hopefully get Facebook to push it a little bit further, right? So yeah, Eleni nodded. Let me know if you would like me to walk you through how I made this wonderful Facebook profile eating Wotsits. If that feels like something you need in your life, then you know, there we go. Hit me up. I am your girl. But yeah, let me know if you want that, guys, and I can walk you through that. So that is literally it. That is what I've been doing. It's just following Facebook's checklist. And do you know what? I love a list. Like if you're someone that loves a list, you're going to love this too. It ticks it off. It shows you that you've completed it. It's really, really great. But then, you know, because you're doing what it's asking you to do, it then rewards you, and it's going to basically reward you with visibility, which is what it is that you want, what it is that you need, and a great thing. So if you can be increasing that visibility off the back of that, it means that more people are going to be seeing your promotions when you put them out. And we want to be creating a bit of a buzz around our profiles anyway, and in general, so that when we do put a post out that is now asking for someone for a commitment, or, you know, it might be a lead magnet, you might be trying to get people on your email list, or it might be an offer, you might be trying to see if someone wants to work with you on an upcoming program, you're going to at least have that visibility boosted already on your account. You're getting lots of views. Whoops. You're getting lots of views, so Facebook's more likely to show it to people. One other thing, and then this really is my final remark. Try not to put links in your captions. That reduces your visibility significantly. If you've got the time, get people to DM you words if they want something. I say if you've got the time, because, you know, I like reply to everyone. And if you're really busy, I did this the other day. I was like, DM me a word, and I just didn't get around to telling everyone the thing. So it's like, okay, I need to be more mindful of that. Or set up a bit of AI software that has that DM message as a trigger word and then sends them the thing. That's a really good thing to do if you've got, you can set up ManyChat, or there are other ManyChat version software available that do that. Then that could be a good thing. But get people to DM you words or comment that they want it, or simple workaround, although I'm not convinced it is a complete workaround. I think Facebook's a bit smarter than this. But if you put a link in the comment, what I'd be interested to find out is, if you put a link in the comments, is it just as bad as putting a link in the caption? Because I think Facebook knows the trick of link in the first comments. And with all of the advanced technology now, I think it'll probably also not give it the visibility. But I think it's probably better than putting it in the caption, but I can't promise that it's perfect. I think the best thing in terms of getting people to click on links is probably get them to DM you a word or comment a word, and then reach out and get their email, get them on the mailing list that way around. Eleni, just want to check in. Have you got any questions? And those of you over on the live stream, have you got any questions? I'll have a look at the post. But if you have any questions, now would be a good moment.
I'm playing with the Gemini.
Pardon?
I'm playing with the Gemini. I'm creating my own tombstone.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What, like your tombstone?
Yes, I want to rip Kajabi.
Okay, yeah. R.I.P. Kajabi. I love that. Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's perfect. Like,
now everything is
Hmm?
crystal clear. Now I know what to do, and I had no idea about the professional dashboard, and there were all these what all these metrics were meaning, because honestly, I suck on social media. Like, I never have time. I don't like this kind of exposure. I don't like putting my face out there.
Yeah.
Hear
that.
But I'll try to be better, like in 2026.
I think you got to make it easy for yourself.
Yeah.
I absolutely love things like this, where I'm holding myself accountable to come and do this long form content, because I'll be able to snip this up into lots of reels. And I have got a session planned where I'm going to show you how I do that. Just take a long form content, snip it up into reels, and then that's loads of content. I've got a client right now who is doing that and getting inbound inquiries off the back of it, because she's just got so much video content. People are saying to her, you are everywhere. And she really is actually in the gym with her PT clients. You know, she goes live with her other clients once a week and hit and chat. But then she, you know, she's blowing up all over social. She's not custom creating reels. And what she does in terms of creating posts, actually, in fact, I'll quickly show you her account so you can see this. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because if you're somebody that is not into putting your face out loads and you don't like taking loads of selfies because it makes you feel like a bit of a knob, fair play. I mean, I don't like taking selfies. It makes me feel like a bit of a knob. And also I find as well, like with documenting my life, I'm like, I just want to live my life. It takes so long. If we're out on a walk and I want to take like a video of the walk and then I want to post it on social media, like I'm not being present on the walk. Like the walk has become me posting on social media. Do you know, my husband just ain't gonna want to go for walks with me if that's what I'm about. So yeah, I'm not very good at this myself in terms of staying present. I'm also just trying to talk and create filler time whilst I find this profile that I'm looking for. Okay, I found it. Okay, right. So I'm going to share this is a Facebook business page. And this is Rachel, gorgeous Rachel. She runs Taskmaster Fitness, and you can see that like we have created. So firstly, these reels are from her lives. Yeah. So this is a promo video that she's created, because she does create those. And then she does lives and creates the reels off the back of them. And then she creates these, right? And so I have just basically taken this template and put it into Gemini, and now I've got a template of things. So for an upcoming webinar that she's running, we've created images to go with the copy just from Gemini. And it's just because she already uses a Bitmoji of herself in the promo posts. So we've just created some with Gemini really, really easily, which means she's not on Canva spending ages creating these kind of things, because she doesn't like getting in front of the camera and taking loads of selfies. It just doesn't feel natural for her. So there's a nice example of a combination of posts that aren't you, posts that are you, and doing it in a way that's really simple and doesn't mean that you ever having to sit and think, right, how do I pose next? Or what dance do I need to do in the kitchen now? Do you know what I mean? Cool. I'm going to get a Gemini image creation session in the diary for you guys. By the way, if you are in the name pending community, have a look in the calendar, because what I plan to do have a look at the calendar in a few days. It's very busy this week, but have a look in the calendar in a few days, because what I plan to do is just get the next like 10 sessions scheduled so you can see what's coming up. You can pick and choose. And if you want access to that calendar, you just have to be in name pending. By the way, name pending gives you a week's free trial. And then so you can grab today's resources, and then it's $4 a month. So that's $1 a week to grab the resources for every week. And the reason why I've done that is because for myself mentally, that means I can justify the time that it's going to take me to create the resources every week, because it is time. It does take time. And I would rather give you those resources than not, because for some of you, just hearing someone talk isn't enough to make it go in. I personally need to see it. I need to feel it. I need to see a checklist. I need to see a diagram, a flow chart. And if you're like me, that's why we've got that community, because I'm going to be putting those things in there for you. That is a wrap. thanks for being here. We'll be here I will be here. I'm so used to saying weeks. I'm with Caroline on everything. I'll be here next Tuesday at 11 a.m.